Being authentic is constantly challenged. We meet people who have different opinions about a situation. We're in environments where there's pressure for us to conform to a particular opinion or set of values or priorities. And so living in the world means that our identity is constantly being formed, and there are options for us to shape our worldview around. And so these ideas of being fearlessly authentic and bravely being you are often upheld as integral. And it sort of assumes that you're going to have external pressure to compromise. Now, you might experience that in your workplace or in your wider family network. And there's a sense that not only is it important for you to understand yourself, but to hold to your convictions. Now, holding to our convictions is difficult because they are constantly challenged. And the more that we think about our convictions, the more we also question whether there's anything that we're missing. There was a situation where a man approached Jesus who seemed to be trying to work out his life. He seemed to be quite well established. He was a man who had been quite prosperous. He had many material possessions, and it seems that he was also living a fairly morally upright life. And so he asked Jesus, "A good teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" He was starting to think about the afterlife, and he felt like there was something that might have been missing. Jesus responded to him that you've heard what was the standard, to follow the commandments, to love your neighbour. And the man brought out his CV and said, well, these things I've done since I was a young boy. And then Jesus challenges him. And he said, if you want to be perfect, go, sell your possessions and give to the poor, and you'll have treasure in heaven. Then come, follow me. See, the challenge from Jesus was not just for him to fully understand who he was as an authentic human being, but Jesus was challenging him to be changed. And this is a challenge that Jesus gives to all of humanity, that in and of ourselves, we don't have all the faculties to live the life that we were created for. And certainly in and of ourselves, we don't have the capacity to inherit the life after death that he's established. Jesus challenges this man that things need to change. And ultimately, it needs to be a change of allegiance. That rather than living for himself and for the things of this world, he needed to live for Jesus. And in doing so, he would receive not only the blessings of life in this world, but blessings in the life to come. You see, Jesus too brings a word of challenge for us who are wanting to find our identity only in ourselves. He challenges all of us that he is the one who actually defines success and failure. And his offer is to come and follow him into a way of seeing life now, but also into the way of inheriting the life to come. What would it look like for you to follow Jesus? What would you have to let go of? What would it look like for you to humble yourself and to consider what Jesus' way might have for your life? Jesus offers truly authentic life, life that will last forever.